shot here at US Bank Stadium, located in downtown Minneapolis. Today, a fun matchup in store. It's the Washington Commanders and the Minnesota Vikings. Will Reichert has it all teed up. And off we go from Minneapolis. Fielded at the 7. Showing a little burst so far. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32. So the Commanders' offense headed out for their opening drive. They'll be led by the second overall pick a decade ago out of the University of Oregon, Marcus Mariota.
Don't think for a second, Kate, he hasn't heard the noise. Read the comments from the keyboard warriors who say they just want somebody else leading this team. But let me let you in on a little secret. Those criticisms, they can fuel quarterbacks. Make that chip on the shoulder even bigger to prove people wrong and to show I really do belong in this league.
Slot man motioned over. They go play action on first down. It's a big strike downfield to Samuel. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Mariota. Can't connect on the throw to his running back. That's an incomplete pass. Takes in the second down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up. Went for that big shot. They wanted to get that highlight the first time they touched the football.
Now, this group likes to be aggressive. An early incompletion's not going to deter them. Sharpshooters, they don't stop shooting threes because of one brick, and they won't stop pushing this ball down the field either.
They'll air it out on third. Cox, this is Lane. And they get this down to the 28. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
And a Washington first down. A gain of 14.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down. This is Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. Hitting it for the first time. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets him all the way down to that 15-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That's another Washington first down.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play-action pass to come.
Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
You know, games that seem a little tougher to get against the front, gosh, this QB just makes routine. Such effortless running to pick up a handful on that designed run.
First down run gets him 6. So now it is 2nd and 4. Krosky-Merritt gets it from the gun. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up.
No gain on the play.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against him. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Third down from the gun. And he's going to have the Washington touchdown. The Commanders finish up an excellent opening series. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure of what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
Jake Moody on for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Commanders 7, Vikings nothing.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Ty Felton here to return it. Showing a little burst so far. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. So we'll see the Vikings offense now for the first time. And leading them in his pseudo-rookie season after that injury cost him last year, the 10th overall pick in our 2024 draft, J.J. McCarthy.
All J.J. has ever done in his career, no matter where he's been, is win. And there is something to that. I know at times it's hard to measure how much of it was him, how much of it the people around him. Most importantly, just ask his teammates over the years. They love playing with him. That is a characteristic that's important. And I don't think talked about enough, Kate. Do you guys in the huddle want to play for him? Do they believe in you? Everywhere J.J. has been, he's lit up that huddle, and success has followed.
I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
No one open on that play, so he's going to chuck this to another county.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Downfield, he's got Hawkinson. He's taken down as he takes this to the 38. They strike for 23 yards. And the Vikings are going to have a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Now pitch to Mason. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Offense to the line for second down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Looking for Justin Jefferson on that throw. So now it's going to be third and long. Not surprising that his reputation preceded him here, Brock. They got double coverage on him to try and slow him down.
Yeah, that's what you get. When you're this good and you're this talented, you're going to get the attention, especially early in the game. Now, what kind of adjustments can he make offensively?
And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and third downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, the coach wants to see them convert those.
A 57-yard attempt.
It's no good. It had the leg, but his aim wide right. And the deficit stays stays at 7.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
Here comes the Washington offense out to the field, ready for their second drive. They already hold an early advantage here on the road, so looking for another touchdown to take full control of this game. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10. Wayne motioning left. Okay, the wide receiver is going to get it to begin the drive. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Can I have a moment, Kate? Just a moment to marvel at how well they reacted to that play on defense. They were all over it from the start, getting behind the line to blow up the play that how many times do we see as highlight reel touchdowns going the other way?
Here's Mariota now. Able to find Ertz. Down to the 44-yard line as he nearly picks up the first.
You'll often hear it said, in my life experience, it's true, the NFL is a game of matchups, so much more than any level. And these tight ends, we see it time and again, are such a matchup nightmare down the field.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Now run it out of the pistol. Kronsky Merritt. The ball is loose, and the Vikings have recovered.
You know, Kate, there was a memory burns into my dad, high school coach's memory forever. And that was after winning the game, losing coach comes over and says, Mike, I think it's sometimes better to be lucky than good. No, my dad was good. In this case, the runner, he was lucky. He was lucky the sideline saved him as that ball bounces harmlessly out of the way.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming, so managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did.
Throwing is Mariota. Has him on the quick hitter. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
And a Commander's 1st down. A gain of 19 yards. And a Washington 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
They go inside give to Kronsky Merritt. A lot of traffic up the middle there, and his bounce outside nabs him 7. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
8 yards on
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Second down give to Kronsky Merritt. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Goal at the 4-yard line.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And the defense holds, Brock. They catch him at the 4. He only gets back to that line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the Vikings 4-yard line.
Setting up 2nd and goal. Back to throw, Mariota. And that is a Washington touchdown. The Commanders pull that in front further, 13-zip. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the 1st half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
On is Moody for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Commanders drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
14, Vikings nothing.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Felton now to return this. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line. Now for the second time this game, we get a look at this Vikings offense. This would be a good time for their first points of the game as they find themselves down a notable amount already in this opening quarter. New set of downs for him from the 31. First carry here for Aaron Jones. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
As a corner in this league, well, you can go to the Pro Bowl if you can cover. If you want to be an all-pro, you stick someone like that.
At the 31-yard line.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Staying on the ground with Jones. Again, he's taken down right at the line. Same guy, same call, same result. And now it's 3rd down.
No gain on the play.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. 3rd and long for him here. This one's in range, but it gets knocked away. Couldn't connect, and that brings up 4th down.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target could make a play on it.
Now we'll see Ryan Wright come on for the Vikings to punt this away on 4th. And he'll have this fair catch right along the 25.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here, Kronsky Merritt. And he'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now. He gets him 7 yards, and that brings an end to our first quarter. That's the end of our opening quarter. Our score, 14-0. More from US Bank Stadium after the break. Time now for the second quarter. Commanders in possession. They're looking at 2nd and 3.
I got it, man. I got it.
That's completed out to the right. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Kronsky Merritt on his own read. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
36-yard line.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Mariota to throw. Completed over the middle. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
The Vikings into the nickel for this third down play. They send a man in motion. To the air on third and long. That's a catch. Looks like he's in bounds. Good effort, but still short of the first.
It's a gain of 8.
Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's good for a Washington first down.
An 8-yard
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Back to throw, Mariota. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's going to give the Commanders a first down.
Washington Commanders first down. A gain of 14. First down, Commanders.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
He goes right back to Samuel. And they bring him down around the 34.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
5 still to go here. This is second down. And give it to Krosky-Merritt. And that's good for a few. It brings up third down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
This is going to be play number 9 of this drive, and we could see a 10th if they can get a yard here on third down. Running once again with Krosky-Merritt. That's the first down, and he's still going. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's first and goal. On the red zone now. Into the hands of his running back, Krosky-Merritt. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders take a 20-zip lead.
Washington.
No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
On is Moody for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Commanders stretch their lead to 21.
Commanders 21, Vikings nothing. Jake Moody
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Felton now to return this. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense trotting out. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Starting the drive with a give to Jones. This drive's going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Jones once more. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Tackle made by Von Miller.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays, the ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Throwing on third, McCarthy. He lobs this up left sideline, looking for something big. Another drop. The last 2 plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this fourth down.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
On again comes Ryan Wright for another punt. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. The Commanders and running back Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt headed back to the field now. And he has run roughshod over them in this opening half. Pretty sure this is the exact kind of start that he was hoping to have here. All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Krosky-Merritt. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Now Mariota. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Jake. That aggressiveness still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next.
They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Mariota. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. Still sticking with the passing game. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or will make tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Hey, stay with him.
On the toss, here's Krosky-Merritt. Good defensive effort here, drives him back across midfield onto their own side. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Couldn't connect right side, it's incomplete.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas when you watch college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference, and that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
Commanders punting on 4th down, and they're going to bring out the ever-reliable lefty vets, Tressway. And that hit at the 5, but got the bounce it needed to reach the end zone for a touchback. The Minnesota offense ready to set up shop again. And coming off a 3-and-out, Brock, they really need to build some momentum from the ground as they try to get on that scoreboard here. Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. Slot receivers headed left. Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. It's Cup, that's Thielen. And he's going to be hit, sent out after about a gain of 1, maybe 2 yards there.
Out of bounds at the 22-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Grabbed by Jordan Addison. Just before he reaches the marker, he's hit and stopped. They got him at the 29. So 3rd down and about a yard ahead as we've reached our 2-minute warning. Sit tight. More coming your way from US Bank Stadium after this. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
Ryan Wright on to punt. And they could really use a good one here. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Takes it in at the 26. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Commanders and running back Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt headed back to the field now. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. First down now, ball at the 33. Mariota. Now here he goes. And there's that slide at the end, Brock. Good decision-making there as he picks up close to 8 on that run.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Finds him over the middle. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. They get 6 and a first down as well.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them the first down.
1st and 10 now from the 46. Man in motion out of the slot. Here's Mariota now. Catch made over the middle. He'll get this through the midfield stripe and starts pushing into Vikings territory.
It's a gain of
the
5.
Commanders take a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Throwing is Mariota. He's going to tuck it and run. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for a Commanders first down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
And they take him down right along the 30. Washington calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. He'll look to throw. That's incomplete left side. That was intended for Deebo Samuel. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
3rd down and 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive. Setting up to throw. Hits his running back. That short field pass, Brock, is held to the short field. It's going to be 4th and short.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. Only 2 seconds left in the half, so on comes the field goal unit. From the right hash, about 45 yards out. Moody knocks it through. And just before halftime, Brock, they're able to add 3 to their advantage. So a one-sided contest as we reach the break here. Let's head over to Scott Hansen for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thank you, Scott. Great work there. We, on the other hand, didn't have a great first half. Here's hoping things get a little bit closer this time around as we get set for quarter number 3.
Jake Moody.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Felton now to return this. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Vikings take
Here's the
over
Minnesota
first and
offense
10.
headed out to start this
At their
third
own
quarter.
23-yard
All the
line.
touchdowns have come from one side of the field, Brock. They're still looking for their first points of any kind in a game that has gotten out of hand. Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. Jones with a run to start the third quarter. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Stopped by the future Hall of Famer. More All-Pro nods than any active defender. And it's Bobby Wagner. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, McCarthy. In big trouble now, and the ball is out. And the Commanders get to it first. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
Well, you can just see the QB scanning, can't you? He's moving, he's looking downfield, but everything covered up on the back end. That 2nd and 3rd level defenders did their job, and what did it do? Well, free that pass rush up to strip the ball away from the QB.
Out comes the Commander offense for another series. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Giving this to Krosky Merritt. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal.
On the tackle.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. They're going to run again here with Kronsky Merritt. And he's going to take it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders push their lead further to start the half. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that can score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
On is Moody for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Commanders grow their lead yet again.
Commanders 31, Vikings nothing.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. On the return, here's Miles Price. Making some progress here. And he's out of bounds at the 45-yard line. They'll take that every time. Great field position to begin this drive. Following the play, one of the Vikings in some distress as they hurry the medical staff out to look at him. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. On the move, headed right. He's running with it. And McCarthy slides to the ground here, but not before picking up the first.
I can tell you what, that was the goal from the moment he took off. Kept his eyes locked on the chains and made sure he set them up with a new set of downs. Well done.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Play action, McCarthy. Taking the deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
He's really starting to just about exhaust every option and trick he's got at his disposal. That time, trying to test him outside the pocket, extend the play, there was just nowhere to go with it.
From the 40, here comes 2nd and 10. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
So now here's 3rd and 5. McCarthy to throw it. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
All set now. 1st and 10.
Motion. Reset.
Straight ahead they go with Jones. Off by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Now it's McCarthy. Throw complete to Thielen. Nothing doing on second. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be third and longer.
Now that is a potential drive killer. Defenders all over that one and kept him from getting vertical after the catch.
Will this drive continue? Here comes third down. Third and long for him here. And that's going to fall incomplete on a look to his running back, and it's going to bring up fourth down.
It has been a tough slog for them to keep up at any point in this game, and failing to convert on that third down, yet another symptom of the overall illness of the day.
For the second time today, they're going to run the kick team out for the field goal. Ball on the right hash, 48 yards out. Reichert connects there. And here in the third quarter, finally able to get their first points of this game.
Here in the third quarter, he gets a chance to make up for the miss on his first attempt of the game. This time, well, he is totally dialed in, and he gets this one to count.
Here's Reichert, set to kick this away. It's Deebo Samuel with the return. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. The Commanders are headed back out there now, led by Marcus Mariota. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. Offense emptying the backfield as they come up here. First and 10. First play is a design run. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up second and 7.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's second and 7. Heads out on the bootleg. Jump off caught by his back. And out of a small gain up to about the 32. Play brought to an end by Jonathan Grenard.
It's sure nice to have that safety valve. Sure nice to have a running back that's not just able to tote it, Kate, but he's able to catch it. That's now multiple times they've looked his way, and multiple times he's delivered.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Back to throw, Mariota. Can't convert on third. That's to the ground and incomplete. He was looking for Terry McLaurin, and that leaves them with 4th and 5.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. The Vikings now set to take the field. This has become must-score territory now every time out as they trail by a full 4 possessions in this second half. First and 10 from the 32. I'll start with a gift to Jones. We'll cobble together a yard there. Brought down by the future Hall of Famer, Bobby Wagner.
Okay, that's why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. Completed over the middle. He's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
3rd and just 2 to go. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Intended for a TJ
You know, third and short is a difficult one to call. Do you want to run into the teeth of a defense looking for that handoff, or try to throw it to him and use the element of surprise? Evidently, well, that's one they should have run instead.
Minnesota lined up in punt formation. Ryan Wright's the one to send it away. Begins his return at the 16. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Washington offense getting set for its next possession. And they don't need anything out of this drive right now, Brock. That lead's already been built as we look to the scoreboard. But like architects, they might want to see just how high they can take it.
And we're going to know here in just a second on how they attack these opening plays. Do they opt to take it easy, play conservative, or just keep stepping on that gas?
Krosky Merritt gets it from the gun. And that run good for a handful as it brings up second down.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Receiver in motion, he's headed right. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
And a Washington first down. It's a gain of 10. First down, Washington.
Throwing now off the play action. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
There was almost no resistance offered against the rush that came off the line, ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
Incomplete pass on first down, so still at the 40. It's 2nd and 10. Now put one of the tight ends in motion. Throwing off the play fake. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. Past the line, he's going to run for it. And he'll get it up to the 44.
That scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied, they responded, and they forced a 4th down.
The Commanders ready for the punt. It'll be Tress Way doing the honors. And he calls for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 14-yard line. The Vikings taking the field on offense. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. Now give up the middle to Jones. That's an excellent work to drive him all the way out past the 30-yard line. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Here's McCarthy on 1st and 10. And the Commanders' rush brings him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Gonna need something special here. 2nd and 20 following the sack. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd down.
Oh, this has been a tough series. Sacked on the 1st down play, forced to throw it away right there. An awfully difficult 3rd down now staring you in the face.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
I'm not going to be surprised at all, Kate, if we see more of this. Just trying to find some answer, extend plays, be creative, try different things, because nothing really consistently has gone well for him today.
The Vikings getting their punt team out. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Commanders set to take over. And they had to wave that white flag on their last drive, Brock, hoping to avoid having to call that punter this time out.
Yeah, you get several chances a game, on average, somewhere around 10 possessions, and you know not all of them are going to pan out. So you got to forget what lies behind and keep pressing on to the journey ahead.
Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Finds a seam down the middle. He takes it down to the 33. It's a pickup of 26. And that's good for a Washington 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Into the hands of his running back, Krosky Merritt. And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. We're going to wind up losing yards on this play.
A loss of 2.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Offense to the line, 2nd down. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's their football, and with that type of lead we've got on the scoreboard, this game pretty close to over. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Throwing from the gun here. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Couldn't find Deebo Samuel on that throw. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Running right side by McLaurin. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
I know on the stat sheet, Kate, that shows up as passing yards, but any defensive coordinator will take it. Understanding down and distance and keeping that offense short of the sticks.
Here's Jake Moody for the field goal. Ball on the right hash, the distance 43 yards. Moody knocks it through. And they didn't even need those points when you look at how impressive that lead is.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Jake Moody to
out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Felton now to return this. He dodged the tackle. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Vikings offense back to the field now. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones gets it. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Now the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. McCarthy looking to throw. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had 2 choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force a throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. They'll air it out on 3rd. He's going to run for it. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
That is such a good play defensively. A play you could take a whole bunch of pride in not only stopping the passing game, but the effort to get to the quarterback before he could scramble for the first.
Now can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down. They'll run for it with Mason. And he won't fight through. Needed 1 yard forward. Send him 1 yard backwards. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
These 4th down runs, it's all about want to and will. Want to keep it conservative offensively, try to move it across, but that defense was having none of it. And now they get themselves off the field.
The Commanders all set to regain possession. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Here's Mariota now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And after 1 play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
Part of the reason this offense been humming today, been in such great rhythm and got this lead, well, they've protected themselves so well. Now they finally get punched in the face. And how do you adjust and how do you respond? Does it remain business as usual to stay out front, or can this defense finally get home?
Things already looking a good bit tougher here. It is 2nd and 17 after the sack. Mariota. Short pass brought in. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 13.
Vikings sending out nickel coverage here on 3rd down. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Complete. It's McLaurin. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
For the 3rd time today, we see them setting up for a field goal. From the right hash, a 49-yard look. Moody knocks it through, and the lead continues to grow and grow.
So many of these players on the field, they just strive for consistency, but not the kickers. They strive for perfection, and so far, he's just that.
Jake Moody to
Out to
kick
kick it
off.
away. Here's Moody. Felton now to return this. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
First and 10.
Now the Minnesota offense trotting out. The turnover on downs only led to 3. Obviously better than a touchdown, but enough to rattle them a bit as they return to the field. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Out of the gun, a gift to Jones. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. They get 37 on the play. And the Vikings are going to have a first down.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcasting, my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that one.
And he won't get beyond the line of scrimmage. Good work by the defense. Second down coming up.
A loss of a yard.
That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. He was looking for T.J. Hawkinson. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Has a big strike to Addison. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
And those are the completions they...
Well, Dan Quinn pretty confident that they missed something there. He's going to challenge that call.
Previous play is under review.
So what we're all looking for here, did he secure the catch and maintain it while also getting both feet down?
Yeah, this is why it's a perfect look. This is why teams scout body control and field awareness for these pass catchers. For moments like this, he did not have much margin for error, and it happens oh so fast.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Dan Quinn pleading his case, but to no avail. The call on the field's going to stand. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked out by Frankie Louvu. And the Commanders get the football just short of their 20 after the interception and return. Oh, man, Brock, they decided to air it out in pursuit of a touchdown that time, but it's intercepted, and the visit to the red zone comes up empty.
And that one stings, Kate. It really does. You have a limited opportunity of looks in that close, particularly as we get through the second half. The ones you get, you have to finish with points.
Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And he's going to be touchdown, Brock. Looks to be a couple yards shy of that marker.
Terry McLaurin. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 26-yard line.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Man in motion here. 2nd down give to Krosky Merritt. Well, that's not what the offense styled about. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. 3rd and long, they're going to throw. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
Even from the booth, Kate, I can hear it. I can hear that front seven telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
Punting unit out now. And he's going to have to hit this one from the edge of his own end zone. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. The Minnesota offense ready to set up shop again. And a nice drive last time out, Brock, squandered by that interception. So I think they take a repeat of everything except that final play. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Connects with his back, Aaron Jones. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
2nd and 3 now. Off play action. It's McCarthy. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contest.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
They'll send out the punting unit. And this is the 5th time he's been called upon today. The Commanders are headed back out there now, led by Marcus Mariota. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10. First play of the drive, and he takes an option left. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
1st down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. He keeps this one himself. Decided to keep it, but couldn't escape the pressure there. And they catch it behind the line. Well, I don't expect that loss to keep them from utilizing the option at all moving forward, Brock, but I do expect it to keep them from leaning on it too heavily.
Yeah, I'd agree with you there. It's too valuable a piece of their game plan. You want to make that defense defend it, but they did it a whole lot better that time.
It's the 2-minute warning here in Minneapolis. Commanders rolling here in a laugher. They've got a man in motion. They'll throw, 3rd and long. Finds him over the middle. And they are on him, short of that 1st down. They responded quickly to that throw. That brings up 4th down.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
They'll bring out the punter here. And he'll try to hit this one well. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The Vikings now set to take the field. And they'll get one final chance in a game that, to put it mildly, Brock, has been a bit of a miserable experience for them. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. McCarthy throwing here. Completed over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 44.
Pass complete to T.J. Hawkinson. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 44-yard line.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. McCarthy to throw it. Running a screen now for Jones. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
Okay, I'm going to call that, even though it looks like nothing on the stat sheet, a win-win for both sides. Defense, well, they rally. They get right to that throw in the flat for a no gain. The offense, well, they just remind that defense, you not only got to cover us vertically, but we're going to stretch you horizontally as well.
Throwing on 3rd, McCarthy. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And we all saw it. Flag came out just before that one fell incomplete. They may still get some big yards out of this one. So they make the stop, but they do it with some illegal aid. The referees say there was interference that time.
And this is why it is so hard to stop these offenses. It's hard enough to cover, right, obviously, without being penalized, but then you get a little bump, you get a little push, and now you get a 3rd down conversion via penalty.
He keeps it and takes off. And he will slide down just a little bit shy of getting that 1st down, but better to avoid the hit. Smart play there. That's going to set up 2nd and 1 at most.
2nd and a yard at the Commanders' 11-yard line.
So it's a win on the road for the Commanders. And it was a maestro of a performance defensively, limiting them to only 1 field goal. Playing shutdown football like that, Brock, it is no surprise they came away with the win. And I think you'd agree, we see some more lockdown football in their future. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Commanders as we bid you farewell from Minneapolis.